Good morning. My name is Michael Zuber, author of One Rental at a Time. And one of the things that I get asked a lot is, how do you compare deals? What do you mean by what is average? What do you mean by good or great? What is the most important financial metric? Is it cap rate, IRR, number of units? How do you do your numbers? Now, folks, obviously, I have an amazing course called How to Get Started One Rental at a Time. There's a lot of material, step-by-step instructions in there. I give you my spreadsheet. We go through it. It's a huge part of the course. But I've gotten this question so many times, I thought I would give you a little sneak peek here. So first and foremost, what I believe the most important metric is I want to know how hard my money is working. To me, it's not IRR, it's not cap rate, it's not number of units, it's not cash flow. It is simply said, how hard is my money working, right? I want to know. Let me see if I can draw this. I got some new pens that are a little bit thicker, so hopefully this makes sense. So let's just say I have a house. And then maybe I have, I don't know, a fourplex, right? There's 4 doors. And maybe, I don't know, there's a big apartment. Right? I don't know, I'm just making this up. So, if we listen to Grant Cardone, bigger is better, right? The only number that matters is unit count. Wrong. Maybe you look at getting, what is the biggest residential property I could get? And that's a fourplex. Wrong. Maybe I should only get one rental or one house at a time. Wrong. To me, the answer is, how hard is my money working? So maybe this is the answer. Maybe this produces $100 a month. Maybe this one is $800 a month. And you know what? Maybe this is $2,000 a month. Now those are cash flow numbers, 100, 800, and 2,000. Well, Grant Cardone is right. I should get that one. It's bigger, Michael. It's bigger. Well, you would be wrong. In my course, and what I do every day, is I put all of these in the same spreadsheet because I want to know what produces the highest yield. I turn every investment into a yield. I want to know how hard my money is working. 100, 800, and 2,000 does not tell me how hard my money is working. So let me erase this and start over. Okay, so how do I do that? Well, there's only 2 numbers that matter. It's a little bit of math speak. It's called a numerator and a denominator. I know you do not remember those from math. It's okay. So the denominator, the bottom number, my cash in the deal. And again, we go over this in a lot of detail in the course. The course is silly cheap at $320. It is, again, how I built my entire portfolio. Everybody that's in the Facebook group is using this yield. Some people call it cash on cash. I like to call it yield. So here, my cash. So remember the house, the fourplex, and the eightplex, I think it was? Cash. Cash. How much of your cash is going into that deal? Well, you might have a down payment. You probably have closing costs. I'll just abbreviate that. And then here's Here's a big one. This is important. Pay attention. What I call make ready. For example, if you're going to buy a house and it's turnkey, right? Let's just put these back up here. There's a house. There's your fourplex. And might as well put in the eightplex. Okay. So 1, 4, and 8 units. Okay. Make ready. Let's assume the house is turnkey. Your make ready is 0. Let's assume the eightplex is a total dump. It needs $200,000. And let's assume the fourplex needs 25 grand. You've got to know your make ready is. You're taking this money out of your checking, savings, stocks, money market, bonds, whatever it is, silver, gold, crypto, whatever. You have to spend this to make these assets perform. Down payment, closing cost, make ready. Make ready can be 0 if it's turnkey, ready to rock and roll, or I have seen make ready be bigger than the down payment. I know we're going through this really quick. A lot of material in the course. Go get it if you're ready to do the work. Otherwise, let's talk about the top number. Cash flow. This is real spendable cash flow. This is not mortgage paydown. This is not amortization. This is not value add. This is not forced equity. None of that stuff. This is how much money I have after my monthly expenses. So you have rent, and then you minus everything. Including reserves, including bad debt, including vacancy, mortgage payment, tax insurance, property management, water, sewer, garbage, alarm, whatever, yard maintenance, whatever it is. At some point, you're going to have a number. And let's say it's $100. This is monthly. So 100 times 12 equals $1,200. That number goes up here. That's it. I don't care about IRR. I don't care about none of this. I want to compare a house with a fourplex and an eightplex. So let's say the house produces 2,400. Let's say that's a year, so it's $200 a month. Let's say this is $6,000 or $500 a month, and let's say this is I don't know, 14 grand. I'm again just making these up. Have I given you enough detail to answer my yield calculation? The answer is absolutely not. I haven't given you down payment, I haven't given you closing costs, and I haven't given you make ready. All right, so let's assume, and again, we're going to do the math together. So let's assume your down payment, closing cost, and make ready for this is $44,000. And I actually don't have my calculator because I'm recording this on my phone. So you're going to have to do this for me. 44,000. Let's assume this is, I don't know, this is bigger. So let's assume this is 88,000. And then let's assume this 8 units is 150,000. So folks, let's see if you're following along. I can't do this math because I'm recording this on my phone, but here we go. The house produces $2,400. You spent or put cash in of 44 grand. Tell me what the yield is. The fourplex, you get 6 grand. You put out 88 grand. the 8 units, you get 14, but you put out $150,000. Do the math, leave the yield calculations below. And again, for me, the answer is this simple. Which one do I buy? Whatever has the highest yield. Again, there's a lot here. There's a lot of details. You get to build your own spreadsheet. Buy the course below. Join the Facebook group. Have an amazing day. Take care.